Cath Duncan is een hele bijzondere artiest. Je zou denken, iemand die schildert moet hele goede ogen hebben, maar het is bij Cath een beetje anders. Daarnaast heeft ze een grote liefde voor groen en blauw en is ze internationaal doorgebroken.
I'm Cath Duncan and I'm an artist and therapist as well. And I moved to the Netherlands a year ago.
And where do you come from?
We come from South Africa. Well, I have a vision impairment.
But for an artist, you have to see very well, or not?
Wow, that's an interesting question because that is what I thought was really important. When I lost my vision 9 years ago, it was sudden and it was unexpected. And I have been someone who's always made art. Art's been incredibly important to me. And I thought I'd lost art making from my life forever. And it took me some time, nearly a year, to even try making art again, because I was afraid to find out what if the answer is that I can't make art anymore. Well, what happened is that it took courage to take that first leap and just try. And through that, I realized I can make art. One of the things that I'm really grateful to have discovered about art is that, and about vision, is that seeing is only a tiny part about how good your eye is, how well you can see. A really big part about seeing is, what are you doing with your mind? Where do you look? What do you look for? Why do you look? What do you expect to see? How do you feel about what you see? What don't you want to see? That has a big impact on what you actually see. And then once, then what do you pay attention to? And how do you process all of that? What meaning do you make? I usually start out with some kind of idea of my subject matter, and the way that I want to approach it. For something like this large artwork, that one I started with no idea of where it was going, but it's more unusual for me. Two people can have a look at the same piece of art and they see something different, they feel something different, and one person might think it's a remarkable piece of art, and somebody else might look at it and feel it doesn't really interest me. What I do know is that I'm very moved and inspired by nature, being out in nature, and blues and greens are a really common color in nature. I'm definitely on a path of learning to loosen up with my art making, letting go a little bit more, and letting things happen a little bit more intuitively, and with a bit more movement in it, working a little bit quicker in some places, and looser.